Welcome to My Opinion here on My Opinion TV. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell so as soon as a video is released, you'll be one of the first to be notified. And this morning, we want to look at the Klansman trial, and then we want to give you an update as it relates to the cult pastor, Kevin Smith. You know, his autopsy was done yesterday. I just want to give you a brief rundown of what transpired. Now, yesterday, the main witness, C4, came under questioning from defense lawyer, especially for Andre Blackman Brian. And he was adamant he was not a crime producer. That's what he told the lawyer for Andre Brian. And according to the Loop, it says the witness who stated he was second in command of the gang made the declaration while facing intense cross-examination from Brian's attorney, Lloyd McFarlane. The attorney and the witness squared off several times during the proceedings, as McFarlane suggested there was inconsistencies between the statement the witness gave to the police and what he told the court. McFarlane pressed the witness on why he was confident to give a statement on the members of the gang in 2018 while he was still an active member. Now, for me, this response took the cake. In response, the witness said his aim was to put an end to the gang. But McFarlane questioned the credibility of the witness, asking him why he felt confident he would not be arrested. The witness responded by saying he became confident when Brian was arrested in 2018 because he said the alleged gang leader would not reveal the details of his cronies to the police. Further, the witness said Brian told him that the police had no case against him. But McFarlane pressed on, demanding the witness why the witness, being a top-tier member of the gang and being involved in criminal acts, did not result in his arrest. The witness told the attorney to instead pose the question to the police. I told myself even if I was charged, I would do my time to save people's lives, the witness further said. Asked if he was murdered by the attorney, the witness said, part of me to be part of a criminal gang. I was forced into the gang by Blackman. I am not a criminal producer, the witness contended. But McFarlane challenged the view, asking the witness if he wasn't a crime producer at the time when he was busy programming people like Dooley. The witness testified last week that Dooley was his friend from Tesha Miller's Klansman gang and the rival outfit to Brian's alleged gang. The witness also testified that he was the one who pointed out Dooley to the gangsters who eventually killed him. The man told McFarlane that the witness had no choice in playing his role in relation to Dooley's death, as then he had to do what Brian told him. It's either I do what Blackman told me or I'll be dead. That's what the witness said. Well, I'm not going to read everything, but in reality, the witness has painted an image that he joined this gang out of fear, and he was fearful that his life would be taken if he didn't succumb to the demands of the members of the gang, especially Blackman. Now, whether or not his story is credible, it's for the defense lawyer to dig into it and find holes into it so that he can get his client off this. But based on what we are seeing here, it's going to be extremely difficult for Blackman and the rest of the gang members to get away from this one, as this man knew so much about the gang that he started to take police to their base, hand over weapons to police, record conversations with these persons. And this case is so different from the Utensil Wilson case because clearly the police has done their background. And C4, the main witness in this case, did an excellent job in assisting the police. He said he didn't want any more lives to be lost. And listen, rip into him if you want to, but in every gangster, in every gunman, in every criminal, there's something called conscience. And sometimes when you go to your bed and you sit down and reflect, that little thought, that little voice in your head will tell you what to do. Save Jamaica, save your people, save your friends. It's unfortunate that he had to point out his friend for his life to be lost. But maybe that was a turning point. When his friend lost his life, he decided enough is enough. How could we have a gang that is checking the crime statistics and see that one parish is making more duppies than the other parish, and then you go on a shooting spree? The heart of mankind is desperately wicked. But let me know what you think in the comment section. So the other news we want to talk about is cult pastor, cult prophet, whatever you want to call him, Kevin Smith. He passed away in a motor vehicle accident involving the police. A policeman was also killed in it. He underwent an autopsy yesterday, and all type of people observed that autopsy, meaning INDECOM, the government, and private personnel. And the preliminary findings from the autopsy conducted on the body of Kevin Smith of the Pathways International Kingdom Restoration Ministries have found the controversial clergyman died from blunt force trauma. Smith died in a motor vehicle crash a few weeks ago, which also resulted in a policeman losing his life. It is believed that the impact of the crash killed Smith. The post-mortem, which found that Smith died from multiple blunt force trauma and concussion of the brainstem, was conducted Monday at Archer's Funeral Home in St. Catherine. 2 family members of Smith attended the post-mortem, which was observed by an independent pathologist, as also INDECOM and JCF Scenes of Crime Unit. Blunt force trauma may involve internal organ injuries that are immediately visible. Organs that are sometimes affected included the spleen, liver, and small intestine. Smith died before he was to be charged with 2 counts of murder, illegal possession of firearm in connection with the sacrificial killing at his church in St. James. So, whoever want to think Kevin Smith was killed, whoever want to think that something apart from the accident took his life, there are so many speculations when he died. Now that the autopsy has come out, it will lay rest to some of that argument. However, truth be told, based on how that accident occurred, a lot of questions will still be asked. Now, blunt force trauma would more than likely be the result of the autopsy, based on how quickly or how fast that car that was transporting him was driving. For a lot of people sorry he passed away like that, because they wanted him to have his day in court and face the full brunt of the law for his actions. However, it was never to be that way, because the accident took his life. Now one Andre Ruddock is before the court on murder charge for the life of Tanika Gardner. But as it relates to this case and how Kevin Smith died, I think this autopsy has laid to rest some of the questions that are still going around. However, that will not stop questions from being asked. because a lot of questions still surround why he was transported on that road. We see the police come out and try to clear that up, but some people will not buy that conversation. Some people will not buy that argument. However, based on what we know now, our next attention will be turned to the case involving his second in command, Andre Ruddock, and what transpires from there. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, click notification bell so as soon as a video is released, you'll be one of the first to be notified. Until next time, stay safe. Look out for a neighbor, look out for a loved one, look out for a friend. And most of all, keep it locked on My Opinion TV.